supposed to do and click the green button and be fired up and ready to go.
XOD, shut up, dude. Like we're live. I don't want people to hear you saying some nonsense first thing.
Let's not forget what happened last week with
Buddy,
the driver and you
buddy, we're
failed.
live. Chill out. I said some dead
What does
time
being
on here.
alive have to do
Because you're
with
slow
anything?
as molasses.
You're the
We need to
second
talk
driver.
about it
You gotta
now, bro. You're
chill.
slower than a three-legged
Listen,
dog, dude.
listen, Lawson. Listen, Lawson. Before I
Get out of
sack
here,
you,
bro.
chill out.
Dude, don't make this about you, man. It's Greg's show. Get out of here. I don't want people to
Greg
know.
welcomes the chaos.
Still, sending out the link. We got to do this professionally.
All right, so
Hey,
I
Greg.
just walked in the booth here, and I see two Mercedes
Greg, I'm gonna.
drivers just holding each other's
Yeah,
collars,
what's this
having
here?
a little
Don't
tiff
listen
here.
to this. Yeah,
We
dude.
just went for a quick coffee and now we're back and yeah. But anyways, Greg, great to be here once again. I think it's my first time in like 2 months, so it's great to be back in the booth with you here.
Yes, so yes, hello everyone. Mercedes drama aside, we are here live. Greg, Jennings, Chenzo, and the Mercedes team joining us through the radio channels. Here covering the Star Cup as always. This is round 9. We are so excited to have Chenzo back with us, back kind of in a more normal setup here. We've kind of had a revolving door, and we've had some great substitutes, but nothing quite like the only SPR Chenzo. So we're glad he's back. Time
Hold on.
changes.
I got a gripe. I got a gripe. T-Bone's
Yeah,
got a bone
okay,
to
go
pick.
ahead.
Denzo, what the hell is, what is it? SPR? What is that? Sunscreen?
Yeah.
SPF?
No,
What is that
man.
league anyways? What, you cheating on us? What
No,
is this?
it's not a league. It's more like I guess like a team or like a yeah, I guess
What kind of a team?
a
Ah.
Do you
group,
need an
a
extra
group.
guy? I don't mind coming off the bench.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course.
Okay, anyways,
Whenever.
sorry to interrupt, man. That was just my gripe anyways. Sorry about that, guys.
No worries. We're here live. The original crew is back, and we're here kicking it around Baku today for round 9. Interesting race last time around Canada. We saw Adrian dominate that one, looking really strong throughout the event, as well as some lap 1 drama involving DRS Maestro, who's still looking to keep this championship alive, but the walls are closing in. The math is working against him as we only have 2 races left, including this one. And Lihava Mato has continued his consistent form and remained at the lead of this Drivers' Championship. He mentioned last time he was feeling the pressure, and this is going to be a pressure cooker tonight because this is Baku. Trouble is inches away. Safety cars are plenty, and it's just so unpredictable around here. So we're excited for this one. And we're excited to see how this qualifying session unfolds. We have some returning faces as well in here. Jordan, you've seen him in the booth a few times. He's now on track, looking to back himself up here, back in the Star Cup for tonight, starting in the back,
Quick
as well
note
as
here.
Rasta. Go ahead, T-Bone.
Jordan, of course, former Star Cup champion. He is doing what we call once in a while we'll do a traditional start at the back in the Star Cup, just for some of our legends and stuff. So
The
Jordan will be
alumni.
doing it. Rasta Cheech will be doing it here, and another one will be doing it. So we got 3 guys at the back, Star
Oh,
Cup royalty, and yeah. So it'll be interesting. And again, I don't like doing this often, but they ask me, and it is Baku, so it'll be a lot tougher here. Back to you, Greg. And by the way, I have a message for my teammate XOD. Know your role, jabroni.
XOD, care to respond?
Oh my god, bro! If I had a penny every time I heard that before a race, I'd be
Buddy,
filthy rich. Just remember who's the pay driver here, okay?
buddy. If I had a
Just
nickel
remember
for
who's
every
the
single
pay
time you
driver
finished a
here.
race, I'd be dead broke.
Oh man, so we love hearing the Mercedes radio chat. It's always
Back to you,
entertaining.
Greg and Chenzo.
Thanks,
Good
boys.
banter, good banter.
Good luck today. Keep it clean. Keep it out of the walls. Respect each other, and you never know. You might be up there. But yeah, anyway, we were mentioning Jordan. He's starting in the back. It's going to be an interesting night for him to get through all of the carnage and into the front where we know he can be, as well as Rastachich, and then another one joining us as well, I believe. So 3 drivers, ex-champions or Mushroom Cup contenders in Ross's case, and they're looking to make a splash tonight. But again, we mentioned Lihava leading, DRS Maestro being right there. I believe Bella's in the hunt as well. And there's another one joining us now. So we are going to cap out at 20 drivers here.
Nice.
We can't show less than 20. It makes us look weak to the other leagues.
Consistent 20 for years. Dastardly is already out.
Oh no!
The
What
first
happened?
is he in the
Where?
pit lane? I can't quite tell.
In other
Maybe
news,
it's
a
on
bear
track.
Pit
shits in the
exit.
woods.
Pit exit. It was either pit exit or turn 1. He must
Yeah.
have.
And I
He
don't
must
think
have gone deep into turn 1, Greg.
the session's been on long enough for him to get around to turn 1. So I think we have debunked it. I think he did mess up that pit exit, and his qualifying session is over.
In other news, folks, a bear
Oh.
shits in a forest.
Shout out to Dastard. Remember that pit lane, buddy,
Shout
for the
out
race.
to Dastard.
So Jordan's on a
Aggressive
lap.
strategy.
He's about to start one, but again, we mentioned he's just going to start the back tonight, so he's probably just getting a feel for his car.
Oh
Ali
shit,
Mo
dude, guys,
coming
everyone
up.
needs to know. Everyone needs to know here. Pit release assist or pit assist is off. Normally it is on for
Oh.
Star Cup. I made a mistake and it is on. So
Okay,
again,
that-
a lot of drivers will appreciate that, but some of these knuckleheads need to know because
So
you know.
that Dastardly found out the hard way.
Yeah, I just realized, dude.
Oh,
we went right
Adrian
into that.
disqualified! Adrian is disqualified for blocking the pit lane. It is struck again.
No.
Happy April Fools.
Just pulls the
So,
rug
And
out.
again, we will notice
So-
there will be some funny stuff going on April Fools, some time of day, time progressions, perhaps some T-bone weather, and other surprises here as it's April Fools, starring Greg Jennings, Chenzo, T-bone,
Oh my
and
goodness.
XOD.
T-Bone
We
just
bring
pulled
the
the rug
entertainment
out
here.
from under everyone there with the pit lane. And
We try to,
Adrian is
bring
starting in
some
the back,
entertainment.
and he's starting in the very back because he's disqualified.
Good for his
I-
ass.
At least Dastardly DNF'd. He just crashed, but Adrian got the disqualification, so he will for sure start P20.
By the way, another
Oh,
gripe.
okay.
Hey, Mike Coxlong, I know you checked in. You're nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
So
we were looking for you
Oof.
today, Mike. I was going to have to
Big
say your
oof.
name live, but now you've spared me, so thank you.
and Adrian will
Absent.
be joining full time next season. Shout out to him. Sorry, guys. Just a couple housekeeping
Oh.
notes as I impede someone's hot lap. It was Ali. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was
was gonna say-
watching Ali.
I was gonna say, I just saw Merc impede the Alpine here.
That was me.
What's
Don't worry. He
going
can't
on?
report me. He doesn't have Discord.
So Ali's finishing his lap here. He's now heading through this final sector and this very, very long straight, as we all know. We saw him get close to the wall there in the castle section, which made me hold my breath a little bit. But we'll see what kind of lap time he has here. Jordan's right now in front, but he will be starting in the back, so ignore that for now.
Ooh.
And
XOD.
Ali
Ali
Mo
Oh,
is
doesn't
time
mind
to
the
find.
castle section. He lives in that freaking thing.
And the castle section is very, it's very much known. It's very much talked about, and I really think that is to some people's detriment. You know, when people approach that corner, they get a little nervous. I think the
I have a
key to the
question.
castle is just approaching it like any corner. Don't
Oh,
overthink
Gabby
it.
P1.
Gabby
I have a
P1
question
ahead
for
of Jordan.
Greg and Chenzo. Many drivers, good drivers, moan and groan at the thought of Baku. I wasn't even allowed to do it in the light up. Thanks, B Tom. Greg and Chenzo, man, you guys are really, I noticed for like top tier drivers, you guys are both really impartial when it comes to tracks. I've never seen you guys be like, oh, I'm amazing at this. I can't wait for this track. But I've also never seen you guys whine about a track.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what
I
do you think
mean,
about
Yeah,
Baku?
I'm cool
go
with
ahead,
it.
Chenzo.
Yeah, I'm cool with Baku. You know, I can understand why people don't like it, but you know, if it gets put on the calendar, then you have to race it.
And that's the mentality, right? You race what you are given. We're not, you know, always going to be at our favorite track with our favorite setup around our favorite drivers, but we take the opportunities that present themselves, as Jordan has done another great lap here, and you learn the track. You know, when someone says, this is my worst track, that's an area for improvement. It's not an area to just sink into excuses, right? So, yeah, I think we both share that trait. We have our favorites and our less than favorites, I'm sure, but we still
For
put in
sure.
the time and show up with the same mentality, because the reality is the racing is still the same. You're still racing the same people.
And I will say,
So-
like, everyone's racing the same circuit.
Yep.
You know, all things are equal. And I just wanted to make that point because obviously after I got to know you guys, I've got to know a lot of other quick drivers in the Lightning Cup, and there's always, no matter what track it is, there's always a couple guys who moan, groan, complain, say shouldn't be there. I've never seen you guys really do that about any track, other than obviously Greg with Canada, but that's less to do with the actual circuit itself.
Yeah, and we talked
You know what
about
I
that
mean?
last time
Yeah,
out
we
as
talked
well.
about it. Yeah.
Just a
So
pit
kudos
lane
to you
issue,
guys. You know.
and
And
I do think that
conversely,
could be
though, I've
easily
never seen you
fixed.
guys get super excited about a track either.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Jordan
the
has
same.
disqualified, by the way, so he's starting in the back now. His time has been erased. So Gabby is now in pole position currently with 10 minutes, just under 11 minutes left.
Ooh.
Lee Hava into P2.
Ooh.
Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to ask your opinion on that.
No,
That's
it's a great question, and I think you're right, T-Bone. There are some drivers who kind of put themselves in a box, and they just mentally look at the track, and already they begin to underestimate their ability and think because they're in this certain place that they can't perform, and that's absolutely not true. You should take
And
your
don't get
worst
me
track,
wrong,
and
folks.
you should try and get better at it. That's what you should be doing.
And don't get me wrong, folks. Greg does like the calendar for the Mushroom Cup, and he wouldn't have really done Monaco last season, but I kind of insisted it was there, and he didn't really have any pushback at all, you know. So obviously he'd probably rather not do it, but yeah, either way,
And that was a great
good for you
race.
guys.
I enjoyed that, so I'm happy we did that. No
Yeah, me too.
And
regrets.
a lot of leagues, I notice there's always controversy every year with their calendars and stuff. The way we have it, we just have, I think we do every track once every 2 seasons for the most part. So you got to look
Yep.
at everything.
Yeah, we
Well,
race twice a week in Mushroom Cup, once a week here. There's no sense in just boxing yourself in. You might as well use the game, the assets that it provides, race every track, even though some of them are more popular than others, and just enjoy
Even
it.
Monaco, folks.
Even Monaco.
Gotta do it. And Zudi here about to complete his hot lap. That's my teammate in the Mushroom Cup, by the way. Proud of him. Hopefully he gets another points finish here. We'll see what time he sets.
And yeah, so it's been well documented, but again, just to kind of shout out Zudi and kind of go over his situation, he was consistently performing well at a pretty high level with the controller, and then about 6 months or so ago, he picked up a wheel and he's been really excited about it, but he's just had some trouble getting some confidence in the traction, and I believe he races cockpit still, so of course that's not helping him either. And he's
What do you mean
still
high level? I've been busting his ass for 5 years.
he was a consistent point scorer for quite some time, and he can definitely get back there. And we're pushing for him, and we believe in him. And it's just going to take some time and effort, and that's really all it is.
For
You're a
sure.
good liar, Greg.
We
I'm
also
kidding.
have
Shout out Zudi.
we also have
I love
Madcap.
Zudi.
T-Bone, what's his name again? Sorry, in the Discord.
That's the final boss. He
The final
prefers to be
boss.
called. He prefers to be called the final boss. He worked too hard to forgo the title, and basically he is the owner of
Lord.
another league called LRL. Sawa is highly involved too. We're doing
There
some
you
stuff
go.
with them. So
Shout out to
them.
Sawa as
They rock.
well.
Yeah. Shout out to Sawa.
So he's in P4. The boss is in P4, or the final boss is in P4, right ahead of Bella. We have DRS Maestro now in P1, 2 tenths ahead, just about, a little bit more than that, ahead of Gabby.
By the way, last note. Final boss is a reference to the Rock's WWE character. So if you want to make Rock references, it applies. He's a big fan of the Rock.
And shout out to Dogs, everyone in the chat. I appreciate the comments. Good to see you here, buddy. And amongst all the other viewers as well. Glad you are here. And if you're watching the replay, one of these drivers in this grid, hope you enjoy it. Hopefully we catch some good action.
As if. Love you, Dogs.
And DRS Maestro, he mentioned, we were talking about this earlier with the favorite tracks and everything, but he has definitely made it a point that this is one of his preferred places to race. So we're going to look for something big from him tonight. I think he needs it.
The walls here have extra padding. Why does he like it?
He likes to live on the edge, I guess. XM in the Aston Martin here, he's on his first hot lap, approaching the middle sector. He's got a car in front of him, which I don't know if they're on a lap as well or not. It looks like it's an Alpine. It might be another one. It is. So he's not
Yeah,
going to be getting out of the way.
he's on the hot lap for sure.
It's been requested we wish Kev Wood good luck in his NASCAR iRace. Starts in a couple minutes.
Good luck, Evwood. And another one has disqualified. So, or not from the session, but that lap has been invalidated, I should say. So you might look to give XM a tow here. We know they're friends, they're close to one another. Another one has actually engineered for XM before. He's declined commentary duties to go engineer. So you know he's going to help him out here.
Yeah, and XM's gonna get a really nice tow here. What do you reckon? Probably about at least 4/10, maybe.
Yeah, around here especially, he's just got the air pushed in front of him, creating a hole for his car to speed through, and he has gotten to P11.
Nice.
Dude, guys, one last housekeeping note. Gaba, you see the guy Gaba in the field? He is a Quebecer. He is a commentator for LSR Group 3. Races in their Group 2. Very great commentator, good driver. Met him the other day, so happy to have him here too. And he did some comms for Mushroom Cup last night.
So we'll see how that compares, because LSR Group 3 kind of gets compared to
He
Star
races in
Cup
their
sometimes.
Group 2. He races in their Group 2, and he's like mid-packer. So.
Lihava is on his next hot lap. There's 5 minutes left here, so he's going to have to be careful with the time. It's a very long lap around here. We saw him lose the rear end a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if he's about to set his lap now. I'm not sure that he'll have enough time to set another lap after that. I would think he's going into the pits right now.
And he's also low on fuel too, so if he does go around, he's going to really pay for it.
He is our championship leader, folks. Laheva,
He's setting a
Mata,
lap.
and
This might be his
Great
final
driver.
attempt here. And
don't forget
he
to get...
did improve, I believe. I'm not quite sure.
Maybe just a little bit, but he was still a tenth up on. No, I think he was a tenth up on his previous time. That's what I saw on the timing.
Greg and Chenzo, you want to talk about your preferred tire strategies around here for the race?
So okay,
let's say
yeah.
you're-
So there's two kind of situations to discuss here. One is in theory, and the other is in reality. So I'll start with the in
Right,
reality, and that is
7
that
pit stops, soft, medium
the
soft.
safety car is going to be a huge factor around tonight. So honestly, what you're going to want to do is get a softer compound on first, maybe mediums, probably not the softs because they're really bad around here. And then look to maybe take advantage of one of those safety cars, throw the hards on, and just hold on to them and ride those yellows to the end of the race. That's probably going to be the right way to go. But if you had a long period of racing, green flag, then I definitely think starting on the hards does have some benefits because the rear tires get destroyed around here. So, but if I was racing myself, I'd be on the mediums. What about you, Chenzo?
Same. I'd be on the mediums. The safety car threat is just too big. Being a street circuit, and like you said, whenever you get a chance, if it comes out, in the first couple laps, probably slap on the hards and stay on those for as long as you can. And yeah, unless you have to change your strategy later. But yeah, definitely would take the hards to the end.
Yeah, that's just probably how it's going to play out. You don't want to, pit and expect to have a big period of racing to get all the way through the field. You really don't want to race like that around here.
Someone should go in the Discord and tell everyone pit assist is...
When XOD was really pushing, I've been watching him this lap. Let's see where he comes out. He's P4 right now. This might be his last timed
XOD.
lap. We'll see.
Yeah, this is it because he can't. Yeah, so he's going to abandon it to the
in
left.
pits.
And now he does not have enough time to get in and out.
Oh yeah.
So that's it.
Too close. Well, nevertheless, P4 is not bad. We'll see where
bad.
if anyone else can
XOD's
improve.
nuts.
Ahead of T-Bone has to be highlighted. Ahead of T-Bone.
Yeah, come on, dude. I just put a
By
bank
9
in.
spots, by the way.
By the way, come on, dog.
We're gonna
I
so
got something up my sleeve.
what's the delta on that lap, Chenzo? It's what, two seconds, 2 and a bit. between
What,
those two
me?
drivers?
I wasn't even trying, dude.
I was like, what are you trying to say? Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah,
Delta.
2 seconds. Oh yeah, that's two
Was that a
seconds.
fucking airline?
Uh,
Anyways,
XOD's my
T-Bone,
teammate
I
now,
saw
so I got
that.
to stick up for him a bit here.
Oops, I'm behind you.
Gabby in the wall, just coming towards the
Ooh,
castle section. Just a little bit on the rear tire. He's okay.
and he's 5/10 quicker. This is gonna be a banger of a lap. DRS still on his outlap.
How's Gabby's pace in here? Good fit?
Looking good. Looking like he's going to be giving some fights for the win here to whoever is in front with him.
Another Quebecer. Him and Rasta been talking. XOD retiring, going to the bingo. See you later, bud.
So
I
let's
just want to mention real quick, we haven't gone over the battery managed. Oh,
Collision.
5 second.
Yeah.
Or 5 place grid penalty. But the battery management is going to be so important on this qualifying lap, this last one. If you get it just right, it's probably going to get you at least 5 spots.
All right, so let's keep an eye on DRS Maestro here. He's hyped himself up around this track. He's got cars in front of him. Hopefully they can match his pace. I'm going to be honest, they're looking a little bit too close for my liking.
Look at this juicy lap I got going.
Oh, T-Bone's on one too. Everyone's on a lap here. XOD leaders, Zicario, Menzo have retired. They're not going to improve. Time has now run out.
It's gonna be a nice top 10.
So T-Bone crossing the line. Can he get close to his teammate? A little bit closer.
Oh man.
Not
very
bad,
good.
not bad.
Come on, Chenzo.
The final
Watch
boss
that.
in the Red Bull. P5 for now. A little bit of time and he's going to move up some spots. Maybe potentially 2 of them if he finds a 10th or so. What does he have
You guys
here?
are lucky, man.
And he
Oh,
does.
setup.
Ooh,
To P2
ahead
for
of
now.
DRS. Pressure's on DRS now into the castle section.
And those
Maestro
cars have
loves
gotten
his
out of his
track.
way. Interestingly enough.
Oh, he went over.
The lap is
He
still
lost
alive
a
though.
lot of
But
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
he lost some time.
This is his favorite track, folks. Remember, famously, he had pole here a couple seasons back, and it lasted all of two corners.
And yeah, we're going to look out for that first lap, of course. The first corner is actually quite forgiving. You can do a lot of crazy things into there. It's not really a huge run into it. But then when you turn into turn 2, it gets so narrow, and that braking zone comes up quickly.
Hey,
That's where you see those collisions.
Who's that sending it? Oh my goodness!
TRS now, he's in P3, he's crossing the line, he's out of battery,
fading.
he's going in, and he's ripped off his wheel for good
The
measure.
maestro! The maestro!
So that's it
So
for
he'll start
DRS.
P3.
P3,
That's
that's
very
not bad.
unprofessional, retiring.
Oh,
that
XM
track.
gets P8. He snags P8 at the end there.
And I do think another one was helping him, like I mentioned earlier. I saw his Alpine close to those drivers as well, and now it's paying off now in P8. So the newcomer Gabby, shout out to him in P1, 1.6
royally
tenths
fucked.
ahead of the final boss. Then Maestro, Lihavamato, the 2 championship hopefuls are right next to one another. XOD looking to bounce back from a poor start in Canada in P5. Bella is consistent as always in P6. Leader in the Red Bull in P7 looking good so far. XM as mentioned in P8. Zudi in P9. Zakaria rounds out the top 10. Then we have Menzo, Alimo, T-Bone, Skeetabike.
Don't say those bums' names.
Another
They'll
one,
finish top 10.
Dastard.
But
And the 4 drivers now DSQ'd, which do bring a pace advantage tonight. Jordan, Purple Snacks back there, but Rastachich and Adrian as well, looking to make a good run.
one more message, folks. Hell, last week, there was a safety car caused by me. Hell yeah, I did it. Reporting period is over. Keep my
Statue
shorts.
limitations is over. There you go.
Oh man.
So we're staying dry for now. We'll see
we
what
live?
happens later on.
Yeah, Greg. I think we've had a couple mixed condition races here before. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember.
It's typically dry, but I would say out of any of the Middle Eastern kind of style tracks,
Does it rain here?
it does rain a little bit more than your Bahrains or your Abu Dhabis, that's for sure. So it is possible, and you're right next to that
I
sea.
see rain in the forecast, Greg, at the end.
Oh, there we go. Rain is coming. So
Oh,
going
They
back
need
to
a
our
safety car to
strategic
get there.
decision earlier, maybe the hard tires now are looking quite tasty to start on. We
Greg,
will
we
see.
may need a safety car to get to that rain though.
And you know you're
They
going
are
to get
very
one.
rare around
I
here.
see. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting, eh, Greg? Rain
And
at the end.
drivers are responding. I'm looking at the race director already. A lot of them
Yep.
going for the hard tire.
Nah,
There's not
man.
gonna,
T-Bone!
as if there's not gonna be
I
seven
said
The
safety
game,
cars. As if there's not
the
gonna be
game,
seven safety cars. And hell yeah, I'm the one who
the
readied
game
up.
pre-selected the hards for us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
That
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
was
that
a
makes
ready
sense.
up bandit, by the way.
So T-Bone's hurrying
Uh,
up the clock here.
how much time is left?
I didn't mean to be honest. It was just an instinct. You know, Greg distracted me. But good luck, everyone.
Oh man.
So this first lap's going to be juicy. I guarantee we are not going to finish it at racing speed. I'd love to be wrong, but that's just my
I'm
guess.
nice.
Oh, here we go.
But anyway, here we are for round 9 of the Star Cup around Baku, the second last race of this third season on F124. Gabby and the final boss with DRS Maestro trying to get through behind. They keep it clean up front, but how will things play out into this tight turn 2? This is where we're looking. We see any contact from behind. A couple wings being lost already.
Menzo and Sicario. Menzo and
And
Sicario.
there's the yellow flag.
Yes,
Also,
yeah.
I saw Kick Sauber of Skeeta Bike losing some of his end plate. Adrian has a 10-second penalty for colliding with another one, and the VSC is out after
Oh.
one corner. Two
Yeah,
corners,
another one's
I
got
guess.
damage. A purple snack, I believe, has damage as well. No, but I saw at least 4 cars. We'll see how many pit for new wings.
Oh, Menzo hit that wall
Oh.
quite
Oh!
hard.
Someone just got damaged there as the VSC has now cleared. Someone hit the wall further behind. I think it's turn
It's a
9.
Mercedes. It's a Mercedes. XOD. missing
XOD,
an end
no! Through the cast section now, he's missing his left side end plate. It's not the worst track to have damage, but it will not help.
DRS slammed on the brake in front of me. It didn't have a choice.
And there you go. There's what happened there. DRS Maestro just being a little bit slower perhaps than XOD expected on that VSC restart. And now he has a limping Mercedes, and someone's in the wall there. Who was that? That was Williams. Was it Sicario maybe? Yeah, I think it was.
He's got big damage. Big damage on his front right. And there's the VSC again. So, what do you do, Greg? If you have damage, do you pit right now? Take advantage
think
of
you
the
have to.
VSC? Yeah.
I think you have to, just to give yourself the most amount of time to recover, because there will be pit stops at some point, and you want to get that sorted out sooner rather than later. Take the pain early. Looks like, Menzo
You
has
guys are
damage
gonna
as
get
well.
10 seconds.
The pit assist is off as well, so will that affect the
Ooh.
drivers? Skeeta Bike stayed out.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 guys in the pits.
So this VSC is now ended. I was just about to say it's a little bit longer, and now we have a fight for P1 side by side into turn 3. And now the final boss, aka Madcap, is in P1 ahead of Gabby. DRS Maestro still behind them. XOD with the damage. Lihava keeping it clean. Let's quickly talk about those tires. So as we are talking about, the hards were suggested, but looks like a lot of drivers ended up switching to those mediums. A couple on the hards, that's the front 2, surprisingly enough. And then we have T-Bone on the softs. Jordan on the hards, who's made a great first lap and great progress into P11, as well as Purple Snack and Menzo. Everyone else not mentioned is on that medium tire.
Yeah, we'll see just how long those medium tires last. I think they can go for at least a good 10 laps, if I remember correctly.
Talking about positions as well. Purple Snack up 6, primarily due to the pit stops because he's still quite a ways off the back of the pack there. And then Jordan is up 6, who had a very good start, and he's making great progress. He's now behind T-Bone.
Oh, and there goes DRS making a move.
DRS Maestro, let's go back up to him into the first place. DRS wide open.
And Gabby looking as well, but he thinks better of it. He's patient. He's going to wait. Jordan with the fastest lap,
Into P10 now.
and he's on the hards.
And you're really going to see those medium tires drop off around here, especially the rear tires have to do so much of the work around this lap, and they really don't get a chance to breathe with all of these low-speed traction zones with all of these corners, basically. So they really get beat up very quickly. So those drivers on the hard tires, they might not feel it right now, but they are going to be doing themselves a favor if this green flag run continues. And the top six are in a pack of their own, 2.5 seconds behind his leader and
Contact!
XM.
Contact!
Oh, and the boss is into the wall. He's Austin powering this Red Bull, and he's broken his car more than necessary.
Oh,
And the newcomer Gabby as well, also involved in that.
I saw it, yes.
I didn't quite catch it.
So it was a small tap from Gabby into the back of the final boss.
The final boss has hit rock
Yeah.
bottom.
Unfortunately, although it
Why
was a
is
small
Zudi
tap, it
slowing
was
so
enough.
much? What the hell, Zudi? Maybe it was an mistake.
Oh, and T-Bone's right behind Zudi. T-Bone
I
has
think
damage
Zudi
as
has to
well.
give it back. Just late. Why, do I have an end plate missing?
I thought you did.
Oh,
Actually, maybe
Menzo
you don't.
retires.
Menzo's
Safety
out.
car.
There. Oh,
This-
it's the castle section. He does
The
the Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Oh my goodness.
Oh
But I got
So XOD's in the pit lane. He needed that. He needs a chance to fix his wing here. XM having a great race up to P5, which will become P4. And Jordan, oh man, Jordan's looking ominous, guys. He's in P6 already.
no. And the final boss also dives into the pits. He's gonna get a new front wing, probably get the mediums.
if you
Cheetah bike in the
smell.
pits. So I'm surprised more people didn't pit here. Only about 4 guys. But I
My
don't know.
tires
What
are
do you think, Greg?
7%. I'll catch the next safety car.
Yeah, I think it was an opportunity if anyone had damage to get rid of that, and if you're on the mediums, I might even jump ship onto the hards already. We will see. But of course, when you're in the front, you don't want to give that up too easily, especially around this track. So the top drivers, I think, kind of forced into that. And then Jordan has really benefited from that because there was some time gaps, and now he is closed right up to this train. And if he does get by a leader who looked like he was struggling to keep up with those leaders, he's going to be right in the battle for this win here already.
T-Bone, I think Toto said team orders. Switch the cars, switch the cars.
Ah,
Jordan up 11 spots. Gabby down
That's
8,
so cool.
but he has pit and fixed his car, and he's in P9. That's not horrible. Between him and the driver also involved is XOD in that incident. But the final boss right there in P11 as well. Not the end of the world.
so bro, my softs are at 8%. That's why I didn't pit.
That's not too bad.
But you guys are saying I'm missing an end plate? It's
I
just
thought
you
light.
were.
I don't even feel it. I
But-
could be.
Uh,
but
You
let me
are,
s-
yeah.
You are. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're missing the front
interesting.
right.
Front right, so that'll hurt your
Too bad.
left-hand turns.
Definitely repair it when I pit. But
Track
I'm
position
gonna take a
is
little gamble.
track
Yeah.
position's always important, but I feel like this kind of race is extra important just with the amount of yellow flags we will see.
And Greg, there'll be another safety car.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I'll have other chances.
Now
we've
I've been on
had-
these tires for a while.
You've
There
had
is-
2 VSCs and 1 full safety car.
Yeah, and I think you're kind of thinking what I'm thinking, Chenzo. There is a thing in this game where there is a limit. There's a hard limit to how many safety cars, virtual safety cars, can come out. I believe those two totals are kept together. So if you have, I think it's more than 5 or 6 of those periods, I believe the game
Yep.
just won't give them anymore.
And
we
like
do run
so-
reduced.
it's like it
Yes,
gets capped.
Yeah.
At like 5 or 6.
No matter what
So
happens.
once- Yeah. Once that last one comes out, man, you better get on the right tires, or else you're gonna struggle.
And we're well on the way to hitting that cap sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I think that's already 3 yellow full course cautions. So By that pace, we're going to be there very quickly.
We should be back this next lap, though. I believe Adrian is catching up to the pack, so hopefully we get back to green flag racing in lap 6.
So that collision has taken those newcomers out for now, and it's now left Lihava, DRS, and Bella to duel up here in the front.
Ooh.
And I really
A
want to
proper
see
scrap.
XM hang on to them as well. That'd be great for him.
And great for Aston Martin as well.
1-4 currently. But I just can't ignore Jordan. He has made up most of the work already, and it's
I
only
was
lap
about
5.
to say. He's still on the hard tires. You know, he'll probably be able to jump on the favorable mediums later on in the race. So he's going to be in a really good
Coming
spot.
Safety car
Here we
in
go.
this lap. Couple drivers staying out with damage, but most of them repairing it under that yellow flag there.
How about
DRS
Judy?
Maestro in the lead, looking to get this
Judy?
restart going. But of course, it's difficult around here. It's a long straight, so you don't want to start too early, but also you don't want to leave it too late and become predictable.
Here we go. Safety car is in the pits, so it should. Or DRS should release this any moment now.
It's his favorite track, folks. He's got to get the race going
The
here.
leader and Zudi up here too.
And he is launched.
Oh,
Lihava right
there it
behind him.
goes.
The pack circling behind. Will there be any overtakes into this first corner? Looks like leader is right next to XM and getting the move done potentially,
Ooh.
but XM fights
Oh,
back.
So close.
Jordan could not get through on that battle there, but you know he's trying and he's waiting for that opportunity.
And T-Bone's ahead of Zudi now.
He
makes
might
that
have
move
Zudi.
stick. He makes it stick into turn 1, even with the damage.
And we see
And there
some
goes
fighting
the
behind
final boss.
T-Bone. Zudi in the final boss. Zudi in the wall. Just about keeps it
Oh.
together, but he did suffer some more damage there. Final boss is
Yeah.
through.
Big damage. I would think that's a red front right.
Jordan's just keeping it cool for now in P5, letting the battling settle in front of him. XM briefly under pressure from leader there, but leader was shuffled out and Jordan took advantage of that. And XM's held on to his P4. He needs to stay with these leaders. T-Bone is through because there's been an incident here.
More.
Leader losing positions out of the castle section. The VSC is out again.
His car was ghosted and he was axed. It said he left the session, didn't it?
Oh, that could have been it.
But I don't know
Who is
why.
it?
Now, is this enough time for Zudi to maybe pit here? I think he probably should, judging on Chenzo's damage assessment. That entire right side is basically destroyed.
It's pretty bad.
He's not going to be happy when he gets back to his car.
He's missing the end plate, he's missing the inlets, he's missing a lot of performance there. Anyway, though,
He still hasn't pit, so he would get his pit stop out of the way. But let's see what he does. It looks like he's staying out, Greg. He's
oh
staying out.
no. I think that's
And someone-
probably a mistake, but who knows?
Oh no, leader's ghost in the pits. How
Oh.
unfortunate. Oh, but he has damage.
Yeah, I think that was actually the right call for him. XOD in the pits as well, getting his wing replaced. Anyway, though, how much longer is this VSC going to last? Not much longer.
Here
It
we
is
go.
now over, and we are now back racing. T-Bone 1.2 seconds away from the top 5, looking to close the gap on this lap, get involved in this fight for the win here. However, the boss has steamed through and gotten by T-Bone. Also, Rostachich, he's had not as quite of an explosive start as Jordan there, but he is making some progress. He's in P10, trying to get through the traffic.
And Zudi is doing the front pack a favor here. He's just holding up everyone else behind him. Looks like Gabby's
yeah.
about to finally get through. No, but he can't.
Oh,
Zuri just defending like a lion.
and
Moving
Rasta's trying to
chicane.
take advantage. But yeah,
Yeah,
Zuti's
T-Bone's already out of the DRS. He's way ahead.
Oh yeah.
really changing this race here, and the drivers are going to be itching to get by him. Up at the front, DRS Maestro has almost got out of DRS range. Looks like he might have there. No,
He
not quite.
did. Nope.
Lihava has it, but it's getting close. Jordan through XM into P4 with the DRS open.
Can somebody check
Rasta.
my front wing? Can somebody check my front wing? Tell me if it's damaged again, because leader, when he joined back, his car unghosted, then ghosted again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can check real quick. Just give me a brief moment.
Rasta did make a move there
Bringing these
on
guys to me.
Zudi
Come
as
on,
well.
Rasta.
He's trying to give his fellow Quebecer some slipstream here towards T-Bone.
And yes, XOD does have damage on the front right end plate, from what I can see.
Going to be crucial for Jordan here. He's lost a bit of time trying to recover from the overtake from XM. He needs to get in this DRS. 1.3 seconds is the gap to Bella ahead, who is his teammate. And he looks like is going to be able to do that. And also, Final Boss has shown great pace here. He's on fresher tires because of that pit stop he had to do, and he's making the most of them on the mediums, looking great, catching up to this lead group. Now in P6, got to get through XM here, who's falling off just a little bit. Needs to be careful. He's getting close to being dropped. Rasta getting through on T-Bone as well in about a second. Here he goes.
And so now Rasta is released. Jordan, fastest lap.
Yeah, he had to push that lap. He really had to have a good middle sector to stay in this train. And now he's looking great.
XM misses out on DRS, just outside of the 1 second.
So does that allow the boss to come through on the inside towards turn 3? Looks like he's going to go for it. They're side by side, and there's a little bit of contact. It's hard to go side by side through there. XM holding on to P5, but dropping time to the leaders. The boss is bringing a lot of pace, and he needs to get this move done as soon as possible. But sometimes in this middle sector, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it'll be tough here. Maybe a crazy dive down here, but that is just too risky at this point in the race.
And then you might be side by side heading into this castle section. At that point, you are
Right.
just at the whim of the other driver. XM in the wall! Right in front of the boss, who has lost some of his front wing end plate there. The boss
Yeah, here we
looking to
go.
get through, and he looks like he'll be able to do that. And XM needs to be careful. I think he damaged the right side. Yes, so that left-hander is going to be tough for him moving forward.
The final boss desperate to catch up to the front four. Jordan might make a move on his teammate Bella. Let's see what he does.
A little bit less battery. And Jordan really likes to be conservative and save that for when he needs it. But he's right by his teammate. Maybe Bella will give him a little bit of a easier time
Rain
here.
in 10 to 15. Rain in 10 to
Rain
15.
coming in. Drivers are holding out.
Man. Hard
Jordan's
tire runners looking really good right now, and Lahava and DRS battle for first place.
And that brings Jordan even closer to them. So Jordan, I think, is really the driver to look out for here. DRS and Lihava looking to battle through turn 1 and 2. Lihava now in front. The boss, Madcap, didn't really make up time there, but that was largely just a bunch of DRS straights. So let's see what he does in this middle sector. Let's see if he can get back in this pack where he was earlier.
And Greg, just going back to the weather update, 10 to 15 minutes. That's in about maybe 10 to 13 laps time, but will the race be over by then? Will it just be ending? It's going to be tight.
I think there's going to be another yellow flag in front of us, which will bring that rain closer. But you never know. We're off to a good momentum here. And speaking of momentum, the boss in the DRS range of this lead pack.
Oh, but he's sliding so much into the, especially those last couple corners. Important not to kill your tires.
And let's quickly recap that. So of these top drivers, the only one on the hards is Jordan. And then the boss has 6-lap old tires, which are 3 laps younger, albeit with some yellow flag running on them than the drivers around him. DRS Maestro's into P1. Jordan looking to get into P2, if not more than that. Looks like it's just P2 for now. But he's looking threatening, folks. And he's on those hard tires, and he's really going to speed up as this stint goes on. And so many people have made pit stops already. It's actually crazy. There is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers, I believe, that have not been in the pit lane. Jordan getting through, though. And does he have the pace to pull away here? Let's find out.
Yeah, Greg, just looking back, it's the front 4, P6 and P8, that are yet to pit. Everyone else can theoretically go to the end.
So we have Rasta and Gabby trying to work together to get back in this fight for the lead. There's a yellow flag after turn 1. That might be Zudi, but he has recovered. Adrian and Zakario, the 2 Williams, close to one another on track. Hopefully they can work together, bridge the gap a little bit to the drivers ahead, but they got Alimo and another one, 2 Alpine teammates right behind them. Let's see if Ali maybe thinks about letting another one through here. Skeeta Bike has a 3-second penalty. XOD is by Dastardly Daddy. And Madcap, aka the boss, is into P4 ahead of Bella. All happening at the same time there. So Jordan obviously did not pull away there, but that's very, very hard to do around this track with these DRS zones being as long as they are. The boss is just about inside DRS range. He's flirted with it for a second, but he's now just about there.
Hey Greg, now we're at the crossroads about whether these the guys who haven't pit, whether they pit or not. This would be the window to do it. I think the medium runners that haven't pit are gonna start struggling anytime now.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of time to take it easy on the tires with the safety car and the VSCs, but yeah, it's getting to that point where those rears are really going to start to overheat and not be able to recover, and the grip's just going to fall off the cliff. And we'll see if Jordan can break that DRS gap from DRS Maestro. He's just about there. Maestro trying to use the battery to get back, but he needs a strong couple corners here.
Yeah, he's got to push it right here.
And I think he lost a little bit.
Yeah, both Jordan and DRS lost some time there. Jordan benefiting the most.
And that's it for the DRS off Jordan, unless Liava can come flying through. Jordan might have just escaped, but you know all it takes is a safety car and he's back in their sights again. But he's done it, folks, so far. He's done the last to first already. Not even halfway through.
Oh,
and Maestro's in the pit lane. Oh, okay. He's taking a risk here.
I think he'll come out behind another one. Probably around Skeeta Bike. We'll see.
Another one, speaking of which, getting through on his teammate Ali Mo there. I thought he did, but they're still there.
This will be big for DRS. He does come out in traffic.
Oh, man. Right in the middle of it. Alimo behind him. Another one in front of him. Sicario ahead of him.
Adrian as well.
So that's not good for DRS.
I mean, he really has to make some moves here. But we'll see.
The clouds have rolled in. It's getting a little bit hazy, a little bit cloudy out there, and we knew the rain was coming. It's getting closer now, just a little bit. Looked like it for a second. Actually, there's some blue sky there. Never mind. But you know it's on the way. It's not too far.
Yeah, Lahava and the final boss are gonna have to work together here if they want to catch up to Jordan. Otherwise, they're only gonna fight for P2 and P3 here.
Gabby has caught up with XM as well, looking to get into P5 with Rasta behind him. Rasta has pit, so he could stay out until this race is over, but I just don't think the tires can allow him to do that. He's on the mediums for now.
And there goes Gabby.
So does Rasta
No.
follow?
It's raining. Holy
No,
shit.
it's not.
No
April
way.
Fools.
Still see some shadows out there, but
there
Rasta getting through on XM.
There's Lahava into the pits.
So he's responding to DRS Maestro, of course. DRS Maestro had some traffic to deal with. How do they compare? DRS Maestro looks like he's going to get by just about.
Oh,
But
the traffic didn't affect him too much. But now,
and Lahava has the
man,
fresher tires, of course.
Yeah.
Which is a difference
DRS
around here. One lap is something to worry about.
I don't know, man. I think DRS is still stuck in that pack. He has to do
Smack's
something.
really playing DRS
Slap.
chicken for P16. when
Oh,
he's
there
on
it goes.
those
Big
tires.
dive. Big dive into turn 4, DRS. Makes it stick. Now he only has to clear Adrian.
And he's really trying to get this race back under his control. Jordan just rocketed to the front. The boss looks like can't quite match Jordan's pace, and he is on those mediums, which are fresher, but they will die a lot faster. Oh, and side by
contact from
side,
DRS.
out of the castle section, he is going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian, I think, got damage from that. His end plate is missing.
Side by side with another one now. Another one makes the move stick. But DRS looks like he might get away here.
Yeah, just about. Adrian does have that damage, so... Or sorry, that's not Adrian, that's another one with the damage. My bad. Another one sustained some damage there with DRS Maestro, I believe. Lahava trying to get back through. Adrian in. Another one stays out. Lahava needs to get this move done as soon as possible. DRS Maestro is building a gap in front of him. And he's going to go for it. I think he has to here on the inside. A little bit of lag. Another one went deep into that braking zone, but he makes it work with the damage as well. It's going to hurt him, though, into these right-handers just a little bit. Of course, it is slow speed, so it's not going to be too drastic, but he will be feeling it.
Jordan, I would imagine he's definitely staying out for the rain. He's just going to wait for the softs and push as hard as he can for like the last 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah, he's got the pace to keep the boss back. Bella's dropped off from them.
Just over 10 minutes till rain.
10 minutes is the rain arriving. You might be right, Chenzo. It might just be at the very end. We have a good, consistent green flag run here. All it takes is one mistake, and we will delay that, the racing, and it might come earlier. There is a mistake, a yellow flag out there. The VSC is out.
VSC.
Dastardly in the castle. King of the castle. King of the castle.
He has no wing to show for his fight through the castle there, so something happened.
Here we go, Greg. Rasta's in the pits. He's going to put on softs, I think, or maybe some fresh mediums.
I don't think Jordan had a chance to react there. Maybe not. So Rasta XM
I didn't get to see. Lahava's going to make up some spots here.
Stay out
DRS,
with DRS Maestro.
DRS P5, so now he really has clean air.
And that is not too bad. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. DRS is now enabled, I believe, but it still says the yellow flag is out. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I see a yellow flag.
But the drivers are using overtake, so
Might be a glitch, Greg.
I think, yeah, there's a glitch going on here. I think we are under green flag, but the screen we're seeing does not. Oh, there it goes. It's now away.
There we go.
Bit of a delay there. Gaps
A lot of guys
consistent
pit.
now throughout this entire field. No one really close to one another besides XM and another one right now who will work together. You know that for a fact.
Greg, I'm just
Dastardly.
keeping
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm keeping tabs here on DRS's gap to the leader. With 10 laps left, he is only 14.8 seconds behind. So he might be. Oh no! Oh, whoa! I guess it lagged, but I saw DRS in the wall, but he's fine now. Sorry about that.
Got our heart skipping there, but he's okay. And yeah, he's making up time, so if this race keeps going, he will find himself in the lead once these pit stops are taken care of. Jordan now, I think, really has to make his decision here. Will he wait for the rain, or will he cut off some of the bleeding and get back on fresh tires again? We will see. Gabby, though, is through on Bella into P3, recovering from that moment. And the gaps have emerged all of a sudden.
Bella just not really going for it yet on Gabby. Being patient.
Adrian on the fresh tires is through XM, who did drop away from another one there. Maybe XM had a moment into turn one, perhaps. But yeah, lots of gaps right now.
Yeah, another one catching up to XOD. It looks like these gaps will close up towards the final couple laps.
A lot of guys pit on the VS.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge variance in strategies here. We got guys still on the tires they started out with. That's Jordan and Gabby. Oh, leader is out.
Oh, whoa. In the pits.
He's been
All
out.
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's had some connection issues tonight. That was a shame. He was definitely in the points, or at least the hunt for them. Just didn't work out. Bella now just struggling to stick with Gabby, who has broken the DRS, and Bella's out of battery as well.
And that car, whoever retired, it's now out onto the back straight.
DRS Maestro,
DRS.
fastest lap, showing the pace.
I'm telling you, dude. And let me see what the gap is now. 11.8 to the leader.
Wow.
But Jordan, remember, Jordan still has not pit, so he has to do so unless it rains, and everyone else also has to dive into the pits. So provisional first at the moment is the final boss, and his gap to DRS is 9 seconds.
And he's got old tires. I don't think his tires will be very drivable by the time this race is over, if we get there. DRS has the tire life to get to the end from here comfortably. It's just a matter of these yellow flags. And a quick thing about Jordan as well, he's just here on a one-time occurrence. He's looking to just go for broke, so I think he's going to go for that strategy to wait for the rain. That's just what he wants to do. He's not here for P2. He wants to make a statement. So we'll see that gap come down. I'll load that up for a little bit, the gap to the leader. We'll see DRS Maestro just
Come on, D. Come on, D. Oh my God.
Oh, man. We missed that, but there's some drama there, as there always is, between these two. Another one, 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Greg, it looks like DRS got 1 second on the final boss that last lap. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be real tight here. Maybe a last lap battle.
And now I'm pretty convinced the clouds have rolled in. You can see the haze on that start-finish straight there. You can't see the ocean anymore. The gray has rolled into the castle city, the fortress city of Baku. And we are now awaiting an
Ali's
exciting
defending
finish
here.
here.
Ali's doing some dirty stuff. I want to keep an
Adrian
eye on this, Greg. I don't know.
getting through XOD there. T-Bone, we don't feature 15th and lower. No, I'm just kidding. T-Bone and
You feature
Ali.
chaos.
T-Bone and Ali exchanging blows here, fighting for pride at this point. T-Bone giving Ali a little bit of the Ali shuffle. Weaving down the straight. Oh, he's on the inside! Oh, he's dumped Alimo, and Alimo has lost his wing. Alimo has lost his wing because of that. The rain is the rain here? Is it raining?
No,
no.
I don't
Okay.
see it.
It's close though. You know it's close.
But Zudi now closing up on these two. They lost a lot of time, and there goes the move on T-Bone.
Ali with no wing. Let's see what happens here. We've got the rest of the race to worry about.
Come on. I mean,
but we're watching this scrap here.
I'll give him a little bump to let him know I'm there.
Ali with no wing, holding on to P14, trying to keep his longtime racing rivals, Zudi and T-Bone behind him. Zudi, though, has the undercut. Oh, but going on the inside into this corner might be a bad idea, so Zudi thinks of it, better of it for
Best
now.
is Ali, again, he doesn't have Discord, so he can't report you, so we're good.
DRS Maestro, meanwhile, still making up time, but he has lost a bit of that scorching base, but he's still faster.
Through.
Yes, I was gonna say, Greg, he got held up by Bella.
Oh my God!
Zudi bouncing off the wall, hitting T-Bone as well, but they're okay. The rain has arrived. The rain has arrived.
Oh, okay, here we go.
So let's get back up to Jordan here. You would think it won't be long before these old tires just need to come off, so that might force Jordan into going on these inners a little bit earlier. Zudi's retired!
Zudi!
No!
That's gotta be a safety car.
And no safety car, no safety car.
I actually kind of prefer that, to be honest. I want to see these drivers make a choice here.
So he retires at the high-speed chicane, Greg. The one that leads down to the back straight.
Yeah. I flipped off him for a second, and of course he retires.
I'll send my footage.
DRS Maestro 10.8 seconds away from the leader, but the rain has come, so his strategy is now going to be either one, hope it stays dry and these leaders really pay the price, or two, maybe get on those inner tires a little bit earlier. He's losing a little bit of time here.
And Gabby's going to have DRS from the final boss, so DRS will lose time here.
No one in yet. It's going to be early, but you think it's not going to be too long, maybe 1-2 more laps. Oh, I saw Gabby have a big wiggle there. I think the grip has dropped off.
Yeah, DRS nearly into the wall at turn 1.
Oh, same
again
thing
at turn
Rasta.
2, almost. Greg, I think it's inners. I don't know about you, but I think it looks like inners.
So we'll see what Bella does. He's the first driver to do the switch. Dastardly as well further down has done so, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. So we'll see what Bella does here. We'll see what his delta is saying to the cars ahead. If you see that number go down, then you know he has made the right call. And I think he has, already gaining tenths through one corner on
right,
Rasta.
Greg. Yeah, he's gaining.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I think he is. So these drivers need to see that and make this switch as soon as possible. And DRS Maestro has lost a little bit of ground with this rain. I'm sure he's not used to rain around here. It is a rare occurrence. T-Bone's in the pit lane as well.
Ooh! The final boss nearly into the wall.
And he's got Gabby right behind him. Will the DRS get shut off soon here? Yes, it does the next second. There it is. It's no longer active. The cars are sliding.
DRS disabled, and I think... Oh, Bella. Bella will probably come out... Oh, he might come out P2, Greg.
Yeah, he made up a lot of time on that lap. That was a great call from him. So Jordan into the pit lane finally for his first time this evening, and I think that's what he wanted from the start, was just to avoid the pit stops, stay in the front, or get to the front, stay there, and let the rain create another opportunity for him to pit. And everyone now is in the pit lane. Rasta is
I
going to do the
retired on
same.
track.
T-Bone is out of the session for now. Let's see
No
what Bella
safety car.
did.
Retire
What do
the
you mean for
car,
now?
retire
I'm
the
not coming
car.
back.
Yeah, he's okay. He's not coming back. That's staying. Bella has made positions up. Look at him go into
P4.
P4.
And he's right behind Gabby and the final boss. A chance for a 1-2 from McLaren here.
So that was quick. Every driver now on the intermediates. Bella doing a little bit earlier and gaining some time as a result. Jordan, very comfortable though, in the lead, almost 11 seconds away. He has sailed and walked off into the sunset with this one tonight. Absolute dominance.
Great strategy.
So it's really going to be up to Bella, Gabby, and the boss to really fight over this P2. DRS Maestro might want to get involved as well, but looks like he's lost a little bit of his momentum ever since the rain came in. There's no DRS now, so you're going to have to get your moves done with that battery pack and with your overtaking ability directly. There's going to be no flybys anymore. And look at this. They came together earlier. Oh, the boss in the wall there. Just a little bit. They came together earlier. They're now again fighting on track and looking for the rematch of the battle from earlier. That's Gabby and Madcap, aka the boss, in P3 and 2 right now.
Cap and Gabby are good in this league, I think. For top guys kind of thing.
Oh, the final boss clips the wall there out of that high-speed chicane, but I don't think he sustained any damage.
So, Gabby not using the overtake for now. He's being patient. Could have definitely went for it there, but he's going to wait for a later opportunity.
Bella seems to have lost time to them. DRS catching up now.
Battle for P4. Big gaps pretty much throughout the rest of the field. Lihava's trying to stick with DRS. But Lihava doesn't need a flashy performance. He doesn't need a crazy comeback or anything. He just needs consistent points, and right now he's getting them. And he might, folks, just about clinch this title tonight. We don't have the points in front of us, but if I remember, his lead was looking pretty healthy, and with one race left, P6 might be enough. We will see.
Yeah, he's just got to bring it home. Don't do anything crazy. Think of the bigger picture.
He mentioned from time to time he has a full team of engineers helping him, which I think a lot of these drivers don't have that luxury, so I'm sure they're telling him the exact same thing. Keep it calm, see out these last 4 laps, and you're well on your way to becoming the Season 3 Star Cup champion.
It's also a double points finish for Haas. The only team... Oh no, McLaren's also double points, but no, that's still good points for the team.
Jordan wants to come in the party chat. I think he's able to.
He's just going to take a break, hop in the
He's
chat.
chilling. He said he's bored, so we'll get him in here.
13
He wanted to
seconds
do this.
ahead.
Jordan needs the
Bella,
party.
Bella's struggling so much now. I think his setup is just not quite in tune with the conditions on track.
So DRS Maestro into P4 ahead of Bella. Bella struggling a little bit. The laps are running out. There's 3 of them left to do. Jordan way off in the distance. We've forgotten about him. It's really now this battle for P2, and maybe DRS Maestro can get involved, but he needs some monster laps here.
Yeah, what he really needs is for Gabby and the final boss to fight, scrap it out, lose time, so that he can catch up.
Gabby being very patient, He had an opportunity a lap or so ago, but he's still behind the boss, maybe looking for that last lap overtake. But remember, DRS is not active, so it's going to be a lot harder to make that run. So we'll see what he does on this next lap here.
Oh, Gabby!
Oh, big mistake.
This is what yeah, that's what I was saying, Greg. Here we go now. DRS is within distance.
He's
But
lucky the
Gabby's,
race isn't over there.
yeah.
I can't
Good on
imagine
him.
that feeling, right? You approach, oh, Alimo's out. You approach that corner and it's wet and you're thinking maybe I left it a little too late. That's gotta be pretty terrifying.
Yeah, good on him moving at the last second, but oof, he's lost a lot of time now. 1.6 behind the final boss.
Rostachich getting into P7. Awesome result from him. He's up 11 spots from where he started. It has not been as straightforward for him as others, but he's kept in there. He's staying with his teammate for now, Lihava. Looks like purple snacks on the wet tires, but those usually don't work out very well. And 2 penalties, another one in Skeeta Bike, both the 3 seconds. It's really not a track where you get too many penalties. Usually if you mess up around here, you're in the wall. So
Yeah.
they're not going to be as common tonight as they were last week, for instance, around Canada. Definitely a different beast here. So Lihava has the run on Bella, does not want things to go sideways here. Cuts back to the left. Bella on the inside.
Oh,
Lihava,
Bella.
yeah, just taking it
And
easy.
there's Rasta, opportunistic.
Rasta getting through on his teammate. And they're fighting now.
Oh, he makes it through.
So Rasta into P6, looking to get into P5, maybe. DRS Maestro has closed up to Gabby.
Why are you gay?
looking to get into P3. Oh, Gabby just about missed the wall there at the castle section.
And you know what, Greg? Gabby's catching up to the final boss.
2
Close the
laps
gap.
left.
Yeah, it was 1
Well-
point. Well, what did I say? 1.6. Now it's 1.2. DRS right behind Gabby as well.
Actually, not quite 2 laps. More like 1 lap and a little bit, because now Jordan,
Yeah.
we've forgotten all about him, but he's out here just chilling, as he said, in the McLaren. 13 seconds, almost 14 ahead, heading on to this final lap. He just needs not to crash, and this one is done and dusted. The boss trying to hold on to it, behind.
And I'll have to admit, he is at a deficit in terms of the battery. So we'll see how this final lap plays out.
Rasta now through Bella. A lot harder to do now without the DRS. Bella's still there. They're going to go side by side,
Oh.
right in front of the championship leader. Oh, and Bella just swerves to the left there. Lihava has to kind of back off a little bit. Again, he wants to play this safe.
And Rasta with a big race as well, moving up into P5. GG's to him.
DRS Maestro's
Over the-
gotten closer, but now he's really got one opportunity left. And that's the run to the finish line. He's going to need to save his battery.
And I think the final boss is feeling the pressure now.
Yeah, he's now right in front of these two. The rain has really kicked in here. I think the track's looking very, very wet.
Oh. Gabby might be able to make a move into that last straight.
Normally when you see, drivers on inters, you see a little bit of a dry line. I'm seeing none of that right now. There's
Yeah.
just saturation of water all over this track.
Very slippery.
And those rear tires are probably very, very painful right now.
And look
Which-
at this, Greg.
Oh.
Final boss might get a tow here from that lapped car.
That's Dastardly, I believe. So, let's keep an eye on this from the rear bumper of the final boss. Looks like he has 7 tenths. That might just be enough. Another one is out on the final lap. Jordan has crossed the line. And I think we're going to stay exactly as we are right now. Gabby's getting closer and closer. The finish line is
He might do it.
approaching.
He might. Oh, he backs
Oh,
off.
he just backed out of it
Backs
there.
off.
Oh, and DRS Maestro swerves at the line. Rasta behind him. Then we have Bella, Lihavamato in P7. That might have been enough to clinch the championship. We will have that covered next time. Adrian further behind in P8, followed by XOD, the lead Mercedes tonight.
And
XM.
GG's to
Every
him.
night.
GG's on
XM
bringing
here,
it back.
coming into P10, the final points of the evening. Just gonna watch the drivers cross the line here.
Yeah, we'll do the thing. Some of the drivers are shuffling into the post-race interview. We'll get to that in a minute.
And XM will come up in P10. Good race to him. Skeeter bike, P11. Cardio, P12. And that will do it for the Baku Grand Prix. GG's to everyone. Jordan with a big win.
Yeah,
Greg,
that was interesting.
Who's your driver of the day?
You know, it has to be Jordan, but he's honestly, he's done so well that I kind of want to give it to someone else.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
get what I'm saying? But yeah, Jordan just nailed the strategy, kept it clean lap one, made up a lot of positions, made the right moves, was methodical, was aggressive when he needed to be, was patient when he needed to be. That's just an all-around performance from the ex-Star Cup champion.
We just interview the final boss, bro.
All right, sure. So we're watching the podium now.
Jabroni beaten, pie eaten, eyebrow raisin, hair raisin. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, the debut of Madcap, a.k.a. the final boss.
All right, Mr. Boss, can you hear us?
The final boss.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
All
Is your
right,
voice
so
shared?
yeah, let's make sure we can hear you on the chat. Couple questions for you tonight. First off, P2 in the end there, which is where you started. How was your race this evening? Anything you wanted to highlight for us?
Well, I had the incident with Gabby earlier spun me out, and I dropped to P11. So the fact that I was actually able to get up to P2 at any point is great, and he apologized, so I'm not mad at him anymore. But I definitely was at first. But can't complain much. That Jordan guy's way too quick, though. You might have to get rid of him.
He's a former champion. He was just doing a one-time stint here,
Oh,
last to
forgot.
first. So, yeah.
So you're telling me the one time I actually race here and
You
I
would
get
have
to deal
won,
with
yeah.
this?
Yeah, I think you still
That's
did win it. Yeah. You
that's
can
annoying.
you can still take solace in the fact that you won, Jabroni.
Well, jabroni. Yeah. I hope I made The Rock proud this race.
You know what? I want to say, first off, shout out to the final boss. Shout out to his league, LRL. Thank you for racing, my man. We'll
Yeah.
let Greg handle the rest, but I did wanted to give the proper introduction to the final boss and Gabachow as well. Great dude,
All right,
great racer
perfect.
who's in here.
So one more question, Mr. Boss. You mentioned it already. The incident with Gabby. I kind of saw it, but not really. Can you walk us through what happened there?
I think he just braked too late. Either that or he had someone behind him that hit him. I don't know. It was kind of close, but either way, it's all good. I finished pretty much where I expected to. I expected to be top 5 today, and I got P2, so I can't complain too much. I hate the rain, though. I never want to do that again. Ever
Well, it
again.
is the April Fool's race, so you know T-Bone was cooking a little bit. Awesome. All right, well, glad to have you. Hope you enjoyed the league. Hopefully, we'll see more of you to come in future broadcasts. But awesome job today, keeping your head down, battling back, getting back into P2. Let's go to... I was going to say Jordan, but he's muted. Let's go to DRS Maestro. Mr. Maestro, how are you tonight? It's your favorite track. How'd it go for you this evening?
Nah, just bad strategy, bro. Just pitted a lap too late on both times, and yeah, I mean P4 is alright. I gained points on Le Havre, and I think I'm not sure if Bella was still in front of me T-Bone, you need to update that standings, bro. I'm playing. But anyways, yeah, but I mean, I'll take P4. It's all right, man. I
All
was quick
right.
for sure. I didn't think it was gonna rain. That's why I had so much
I
straight
do.
line speed over everybody else. I'm not sure if you recognize that, but yeah.
Yeah, we saw you drop off a little bit when the rain came down, so Chenzo was saying you probably had
Oh,
something a little bit more slippery.
yeah, I did, but I was catching the two guys in front of me. So P2 was definitely there, but I pitted just a little bit late.
Maestro, one more question about your strategy I thought was a little interesting, if you don't mind.
What, the medium?
Why are you gay?
Nah, the medium, I knew it was gonna be good for me because I didn't think anybody else, even if they pitted, was gonna be quick enough to cancel that out. I don't know if you saw Bella, he did the one stopper on mediums, but I was able to even undercut him and catch back up to him. And then he pitted a lap earlier for inters, and he came out like 3 seconds in front of me. So definitely, P2 was there because I ended up finishing like a second behind the two guys in front of me.
Yeah, you really came back at the end there. You were very
Yeah.
close to getting involved. All right, thank you, Maestro. I think the championship might be over for you, but either way, great season.
Is it? Yeah, it is over because
I think
Silverstone is
so.
next.
Yeah, I think next race is. I didn't mean it like that, but next race I believe is the last one. But we'll have to get those totals later. Thank you, Maestro. Though, let's move on to Jordan. Jordan, you've basically mopped the field tonight. You had the strategy figured out. I think from the start, you had the pace. What was your mindset? What were your kind of goals going into the race tonight, and how did it play out for you?
At first, I was like, I'm going to pit like lap 15, lap 16 on mediums. And then I remember it's going to rain at the end. So I just stayed out. And I think I saw DRS, or someone was on mediums at the end that started on mediums. And I was like, yeah, this is 100% working. There's no way they're going to stay out on those mediums. So clean racing from everyone. T-Bone was a pain in the ass in the beginning, but
Listen, buddy, Mr. Pain in the Ass, for 7 straight days you asked me to race. In a league you have no business being in. It's like a cat playing with a freaking mouse. I don't know why. Hope you got
T-Bone
it out
does
of your
not
system. Hope you got
T-Bone
it out
does
of your
not know how to
system.
drive through the castle section at all. I had to brake for no
First of
reason.
all, I'm not
to
used
get
to
over
having
there.
some fast motherfucker at my ass in a tier 3 league. Shouldn't be there just because he likes to stroke his ego. But anyways,
Woo!
enough about that.
Oh, brother.
We
So
interview Gabby, man.
I'll
I've had
just
enough of
quickly
Jordan too
say,
salty.
Jordan, you dominated. We expected it, but you still delivered. Shout out to you. And I will say, it really shows your growth as a driver. I remember when you were in here fighting for the championship, you made it easy, but it was not that dominant. It was not that easy. So I think you've
What
really
growth?
come
The
a
dude's
long
like
way.
5'5". Come on.
And he really was in his element tonight. So shout out to Jordan, making it look easy. And thank you for all the stuff you've done in the booth as well. But let's
No
move
problem.
on to Gabby, our final interview of the evening. Gabby, you're a newcomer as far as I'm aware. What are your thoughts
Uh,
on your first race in the Star Cup? How'd it go?
it was fun. Like I said, I'm not happy with the contact. Like I made a mistake, but still, he don't seem like final boss don't seem to take it too seriously. So I'm happy. Podium is is very nice.
Right on. So, I was given information you're from Quebec. Are you aware
Yeah,
that Mr. Rostachich is also a fellow Quebecer? If so,
yeah.
were you two working together tonight to try and get back up in the front?
But I was knowing he was from Quebec, but I was not in comms with him during the race. But still,
Okay.
I think we help each other in the race a little bit with DRS.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, yeah. First impressions on the league. Is this somewhere you think we're going to see you more?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Commentating,
Awesome.
racing, anywhere.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, we're glad to have Gabby join us. We're glad to have Jordan pop in as well. But that's been it for the Star Cup. We're going to give the final word of the evening to T-Bone. Looks like Chenzo has dipped out, but shout out to Chenzo. T-Bone, State of the Union. What's next
Guys,
for the
look, you
Star
know
Cup?
what, man? As an admin, I don't really ask for much. Just a little bit of respect, and for everyone faster than me to be kicked from the league. Um, I do just want to give a round of applause here. Greg Jennings, Mr. Greg Jennings, another fantastic performance here on commentary. Killed it as usual. Thank you to Greg and Chenzo. Congrats to the winners and the
Yes.
finishers.
Thank you, Bone. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. When the races are that good, it's really not that hard for me to really, make things exciting because that's just what it is. And I'm looking forward to the final round of the championship, which I believe DRS Maestro mentioned is Silverstone next time out in a week's time. We're looking forward to that one. But for now, we're going to wrap things up here for round 9 for the Star Cup. Excellent job to Jordan tonight. I think he's definitely the standout performer, but we expected that from him. And we're looking for more action to see this season off next time in a week's time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same place, same channel. And we will see you then. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who's made it this far in the video, whether you're here live or watching on the replay. Shout out to you. And we are going to look forward to the next round. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your night. And we'll see you in a week.
We love you, Greg.